if I don't know anything about marketing, like when I first started, I had no idea about marketing.
Sure.
Uh, and FBA didn't even exist when I first started buying websites. And so I had to quickly teach myself how to do it because that's what I needed to do to grow my drop shipping businesses. Now you have that advantage of buying an FBA business and just putting money in, and they'll help you. But I dare say, would you feel that it's a great value add to a website, an Amazon business, to create a website off the back of it and start drop shipping, uh, or start selling those products outside of Amazon?
Absolutely.
Have
So
you seen that happen? Because that's something that I haven't heard anybody talk about, and I wanna touch on it.
yeah, that's a great point. So to to kind of take a step back here, in order to be brand registered on Amazon, and that's a term basically that means that you can protect your brand and take down people who are trying to compete with you in Amazon on your specific brand. You need your own website. So that's a big part of brand registry. So a lot of our sites will have, depending on the size, some sort of a website outside of Amazon. And then as these companies grow, typically they start trying to diversify resources more into their own website. So they'll build a Shopify store and maybe they start getting 10 to 20% of their sales revenue from their Shopify store. And usually it's from like repeat buyers. So if you have something like supplements, for example, it's something people buy every 2 months. They buy the initial round off of Amazon and then they start thinking, oh, I'm just going to look this up. They go to your website. Maybe you have it priced more affordably because you're not having to pay Amazon fees there. You didn't have to really do a lot of marketing to get them in. So you have a better margin if they go directly through your website. So we'll see stuff like that for sure. But to go back a little bit even further on the drop shipping side, I think you make a good point. Like you can learn a lot from running a drop shipping website, and you can do it successfully even as a newer buyer because you do have a lower risk threshold with the inventory. The big thing is you're just going to have to be more flexible, and you're going to have to learn how to pivot more quickly usually because you are relying on someone else's products 99% of the time when you're drop shipping, right? So you're going to be drop shipping like for example, like a bike. Maybe you're doing some sort of specific bike. You're going to be selling major brands like Schwinn and Trek, and you're building kind of a persona around that. One of the most famous ones that people drop ship or like clothing accessories. Those can be difficult because you have to go with different styles. You have to move. So if you're a new buyer, what I would like you to consider when you're considering a drop shipping business is really think about, do you understand your target audience for this product? Is it going to change a lot? So like electronics, apparel, those require a tight pulse to the market because they change with seasons, they change year in, year out with electronics. So you're going to have to change your inventory, change your marketing a lot more often if you run that sort of a drop shipping business. So if
Yeah.
that is the model you choose to go to, and I think you'd agree with this, Jaryd, just make sure you know where you're putting your money, and that always kind of comes back to being a good idea. But it's especially true with drop shipping.
Yeah, those are great. Two industries to pick up on is technology is so ever changing, and then so is apparel. But with that, they're very accessible as well, which means it's a lot of people can start these website businesses and easily become competition, or there's already so much competition out there. And
Mm-hmm.
I personally like to stay away from technology and apparel just because it's a lot of work. Like people, if you're coming to buy a website and you want a long-term strategy to make money, then stick with something that's not going to be too much work.